Those who have weird neighbors. What does your neighbor do that is weird or creepy? When I moved into my first house, I thought I'd finally escaped apartment living hell. No more upstairs neighbors doing CrossFit at midnight. No more sharing walls with wannabe musicians. Just me, my mortgage, and what I assumed would be normal suburban quiet. Boy, was I wrong. My neighbor directly across the street was this guy named Walter, mid-60s. Always wore the same green jumpsuit with matching work boots. Every single morning at exactly 6 a.m., this dude would march out of his house like he was reporting for duty. Here's the weird part. He'd fire up this ancient red lawnmower and start mowing his driveway. Not his lawn, his perfectly paved concrete driveway. I'm talking full commitment here. Safety goggles, thick gloves, the works. He'd push that mower up and down the driveway for 30 minutes straight, making perfect rows like he was cutting actual grass. Sometimes he'd even stop to check his work, wiping sweat off his forehead. The first week, I figured maybe he was just cleaning the driveway. You know, using the mower to blow leaves or something. But there were never any leaves. Just Walter, mowing concrete like his life depended on it. By week 3, I was convinced my neighbor had completely lost it. The sound woke me up every morning. That old mower sounded like a dying motorcycle. I'd peek through my curtains and there he was, in full uniform, mowing absolutely nothing. My girlfriend Emma thought it was hilarious. She'd make coffee and watch him through the kitchen window like it was morning entertainment. But I was getting annoyed. Who mows concrete at 6 a.m.? Finally, I couldn't take it anymore. One Saturday morning, I threw on some clothes and walked over while he was mid-mow. Up close, I could see he was completely focused, like he was working on the most important lawn in America. "Hey there!" I called out over the engine noise. Walter looked up, turned off the mower, and smiled like we were old buddies. "Morning, neighbor. Beautiful day for yard work, isn't it?" I looked around his completely grassless property. Sure. Mind if I ask what you're doing?" His expression got serious. He leaned in closer and whispered, "Keeps them away." "Keeps who away?" Walter just nodded knowingly and fired the mower back up. He went back to his concrete cutting like I wasn't even there. I stood there for another minute, watching this man mow his driveway with the intensity of someone defusing a bomb. Then I gave up and went home. Emma was dying laughing when I told her. "Maybe he's practicing for when he gets real grass," she suggested. But Walter never planted grass. Every morning, same routine. Green jumpsuit, safety gear, 30 minutes of concrete mowing. Rain or shine, this guy was out there. The mystery solved itself the following Tuesday. I was grabbing my mail when a woman knocked on my door. Mid-40s, looked exhausted. "Hi, I'm Janet, Walter's daughter from across the street." "Oh, hey, nice to meet you. Is everything okay?" She sighed heavily. "I wanted to apologize for my dad's morning routine. I know it's probably driving you crazy. It's just a little loud, but he has dementia," she interrupted. "Dad was a groundskeeper at Riverside Country Club for 40 years. After he retired, the disease started taking pieces of his memory, but for some reason he remembers every detail about maintaining golf courses." I felt like a complete jerk. "I had no idea. I'm sorry. The thing is, when he skips his morning routine, he gets violent. Last month, he thought someone was sabotaging his course and attacked our mailbox with a shovel. The neighbors 2 houses down called the police." Janet explained that letting Walter maintain the green every morning kept him calm and happy. Without it, he'd get aggressive and confused. "The driveway is his 18th hole," she said with a sad smile. In his mind, he's still taking care of the most beautiful golf course in the state. After Janet left, I felt terrible.